The attack. Malala paid careful attention to her family's safety as well as her own. She locked doors and avoided walking home from school. Instead, she took the bus. On October 9, 2012, she rode the bus home from school with several friends. A man got on the bus and asked which girl was Malala, even though no one answered their words. With words, her friends looked at her, so the man knew. He pulled out a gun and fired 3 shots, one of which struck Malala and injured her very badly. 2 other girls were hit too, though neither one had serious injuries. Malala nearly died after the attack. She was flown into a military hospital in the city, a few hours away, where she received life-saving treatment. Malala was then transferred to a hospital in Birmingham, England. Many people made sure she received the best possible care. Malala was fortunate to recover from most of her wounds, although she will have some challenges for the rest of her life. The Taliban took credit for the attack and said that other girls should pay attention to what happens when a girl speaks out. While Malala was in the hospital, she received cards, gifts, and flowers from thousands of people, including world leaders and movie stars. People around the world held candlelight gatherings to show their support. After she was far along in her recovery, Malala started attending school in Birmingham. In March 2013, she and her family stayed in the United States, and she graduated from high school in 2017. Malala wasn't happy to be away from the Swat Valley or her friends. In 2018, she visited Pakistan for the first time since the attack. A global voice. In July 2013, Malala gave a speech at the United Nations. Less than 1 year after the attack, she called for children around the world to be permitted to get an education. Later that year, Malala received Europe's top human rights award for her dedication to freedom or thought about human rights. She also met with President Obama, Queen Elizabeth II, and other world figures. On October 2014, Malala was chosen to receive the Nobel Peace Prize at age 17. She was the youngest people ever given that honor. Malala said the award made her feel more powerful and courageous. She dedicated her award to all those children who are voiceless, saying, "My message to children around the world is to stand up for your rights." And Taliban tried to silence Malala, but instead they made her voice carry out even more loudly. She continues to support every child's right to an education and refuses to be silenced by fear. Malala's goal is to someday be Pakistan's Prime Minister. Her father became a special advisor on global education for the United Nations. Malala and her father continue to work together, guided by their vision of the peaceful world and an education for every children.